franchise mode has been the same for a while, but last year they fixed it.
Year?
Huh?
I don't know. I'm so passionate, dude. I'm so passionate.
About franchise mode.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, do you like what they did? The new changes? You don't like the new changes?
Okay, well I didn't like really read it.
No, not Madden 23, Madden 22.
No, I kind of like lied to people in a way. Like they didn't come out with everything they said they were going to come out with.
EA Sports lying.
Look, bro, here's the thing, right?
To their gamers?
This is the thing. This is the thing. Like, it was so exciting to know last year they're coming out with new franchise stuff. Here's the fact of the matter, though.
Yeah.
Everybody had to wait like 6 months
Into
for
the
the
game,
actual update to go through.
Yeah, that was a big issue.
Which was like, and then it didn't even work, bro.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Like, the scouting stuff did not work. Remember doing focus scouting on players? You get 3 players, and guess what?
Didn't work.
Half the time, it didn't even
That
scout
really
the player.
got to me.
Exactly.
It did.
Yeah.
So what they did was it was like their new thing. Like, oh, this man's different because of franchise mode. But then the game came out, and they're like, wait 6 months.
Well, because and then like everybody's been complaining about franchise for like years, and they never did anything. And then finally, like things start trending on Twitter, and they start getting hate from actual NFL players, and the NFL sees this stuff.
Was that last season?
That was last season.
So do you think they're going to change something huge with this year's franchise?
Well,
looking at this,
no.
Call the shots from the front office as you lead your Madden 23 franchise to the top. Okay.
Pretty basic.
That's a filler sentence.
Yeah, what
right
does
there.
that mean?
Okay, the drama of NFL free agency leads the way with new athlete motivations like team location and salary demands factoring into contract negotiations. I kind of like. Okay, so
I don't think that's that big of a change.
It's kind of cool in a way because real quick, the off season, the draft, free agency. I feel like that's most people's favorite part about franchise.
Is the off season?
How?
Yeah.
There's never players to grab in it.
Well, that's because we did a fantasy draft.
I don't know about that.
If you do a regular draft, yeah, let us know down below. I swear, like I bet you 90% of people will say the off season's their favorite part.
I don't know about 90. I don't know about 90.
What's your favorut part then?
Rebuilding
Yeah, but that
team?
all happens in the off season. That's
No, I
like
do
the
it-
majority of that happens.
I do it before the season.
You know that's does he know that's the off season?
I don't know, man.
No,
But like the draft, looking forward to the draft and like going to look at the rookies that are coming through.
But this free agency, I guess this is their way of trying to bring more free agency
which they
into
need
it.
to do. It's so basic. It's so like bare bones. It's the same thing every time.
That's
the
true.
thing is, I feel like they've already had this introduced though. Like this is another filler statement in my opinion.
I think it is in the game where you can re-sign players.
Yeah.
And they do they say they don't like the salary. There's 3 things. It's contract length, bonus, and salary.
So now they're just going to add another one with location, which is going to be stupid.
So like a player like how Tyrann Mathieu decided to sign with the Saints because that's like his hometown.
I guess. New player tags improve off-season activity logic and impact player progression. New player tags improve off-season I can't
read.
Like what I want is, and it'll never happen. It's like, oh, you draft this high risk player.
Yeah.
Oh, guess what? During the offseason, he's snorting crack, so he's suspended.
So listen,
What about
whenever
some massage tugs?
Or he's getting a massage trying to get someone's finger up it. You know what I'm saying?
If they have like a actual like fake news network and you can see like the AI player like going into the store and like robbing, that would be dope.
So here, follow me here. Okay, follow me. We're gonna go on a journey here.
Like and subscribe too.
Whenever I was younger, I played WWE, right? And I don't know which one it was, but they had a GM mode.
Yes.
And the GM mode was absolutely fantastic. Like every time you would do it, you would pick like a new superstar or whatever, but like random things would happen every time. So like I think it would be cool if randomly, like you said, someone gets upset and they're demanding a trade. How do you solve that issue? Let's say a player gets into trouble off the field and you decide to bring them back with no consequences. It could maybe like lower your team's morale.
Yeah.
So maybe they're not happy, or if you get rid of them, you might boost the morale. So something like that to actually
like adding dynamic to like the individual players themselves.
There are those things in the franchise already. It's just not fine-tuned. It's like,
well, that's the thing. Like they have a news story and it's like over on a screen. You got to go read it. Like
right.
No, which I don't do. I don't. Does anybody read
no
them?
one really goes over there because they have it. It's like a Twitter feed almost, but it's like
it's
not
it's
even.
lame.
There's no tab to even look at just like your own team. I'm pretty sure. Like you have to look at
you
everybody's.
Check like there's like an all news section, but
like there's things where like a player's thinking about retirement, so then you have to like they're like, hey, if we don't win the Super Bowl, I'm out, and then
Yeah.
like you got.
But
win
but the
Super
thing
Bowl.
is, like, it's so basic, and after you play through one season, it's the same
Right.
every
It's-
season. So you're
it's kinda-
not.
It's kind of like the tackle animations where there's only a few. Like they
Yeah.
need to add a lot more scenarios. It would make
Yeah.
it a lot better.
And I think it would be cool too. Like you can't ignore it. Like it pops up, and if you ignore it, like again, you add the whole team morale thing. The longer you ignore it, the lower your team morale goes, and you're going into games and you have. Team like all the players are fatigued. Nobody can
Right.
actually run or anything like that. Like
Yeah.
I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
This next one is pretty cool. It's updated trade logic AI represents the value of star players more accurately for fair and more realistic offers.
So they said this last year too. Did
That's the
did
thing.
it seem fair?
That's the thing. They
It's
said it
copy
last
and
year,
paste is
and
what
it
I'm saying.
didn't happen.
So maybe they're gonna keep trying and trying and trying, like a little bit more. But like, I'm not buying that one.
I mean,
Like they can put it on there. I'm not buying because they've said this many times before.
if they actually did do it, it'd be awesome. But again, yeah, it's like I don't know. Can you believe them?
Nah,
Then they have
when I see
continued
it.
to plan and strategize like an NFL head coach with refined scouting, staff management, and weekly strategy features, which they already have. It just means that they're keeping it in it. So it doesn't sound like much is changing for franchise.
Right. And if there was something big for franchise, you better believe it would be on here or it'd be
Yeah.
probably in the
Mhm.
trailer, which we haven't seen anything about that in the
And
trailer.
the thing is too, like the training isn't even really training. You press a button and it automatically does it. Maybe you could
Right,
actually
like, let us do
they
drills.
had it.
Exactly.
They took it out. They had
Exactly.
it in there. They had training, and you could go in and run the drills with your team, and you could pick what you wanted to improve on that week. And then they took it out
but
when they
make
updated.
it like actual drills, not you go in and like you have like 11-on-11 football. Like
Yeah.
make it with like you got to dodge
Yeah.
around cones.
Yeah.
or something
I,
like
see,
that.
I think it would be cool. Like our players, they would get absolutely burned. Like all of our cornerbacks, even the safeties would absolutely get burned. So I think it would be cool to like focus on one thing. So like, okay, I want all of my defense to focus on speed this week.
Yeah.
You go and you do speed drills the entire time, and maybe your defense gets +3 speed.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be cool. I
What-
think that would be awesome.
I've seen a pattern with Madden throughout the years, and it's pretty much whenever a new game comes out, they focus on one thing, and that's their main thing that they're pushing. This year, it's the field sense, which brings us 4 new dynamic features to it: the tackling,
Yeah.
the throwing, the wide receiver thing. But it's like, I feel like franchise isn't gonna get touched much this year.
Right. And then like so they're getting NCAA football, like they got the rights and
Yeah, I'm
stuff.
excited for that.
EA
one.
did.
Like yeah, so there should be like something coming like at the end of the year of 23, but
Yeah.
like they can incorporate. I feel like they should be able to incorporate some of that stuff into Madden. Like for scouting, like imagine if they had like replays from college football of players like actually throwing the ball. So you go in
Well-
there and like look at what they actually do instead of just like a news headline.
One thing that NBA 2K does that I really, really like that I think Madden should do, and I don't know why. They did it one of the years like way back. I remember playing on my PSP. They had it in the game mode. It was historic teams and all-time teams.
yeah,
So it'd be like
I
the
like that.
all-time Steelers, the
Yeah.
all-time Patriots,
Yeah.
the 71
That's
Steelers.
the problem though.
They
They,
you know?
keep
used to
that,
have
they
that.
keep
I
that
know.
in they keep it into ultimate teams, so you have to pay to be able to use the legends.
That's
That's like
Yeah,
downright.
it's a
That's
paywall.
exactly what it is.
You're hiding behind a paywall. That's what you're doing.
If they added that, dude, I would like Madden so much better. That would be
Well-
so fun to do historic teams versus each other.
Yeah, and that's just the thing too, where it seems like franchise, which is an online focused thing, which you can make it online. That's obviously what we all do, which keeps you playing the game months in and months out. It doesn't seem like they want to put focus into.
Yeah.
Like
they don't make any extra money. That's why.
So
but that keeps people playing, which keeps
I
people in the
know.
game.
I
another
know,
thing
it's
they could do
weird.
with NCAA is like since they have the rights to that, they could put like that draft class into the actual franchise so
Right,
that
instead
you
of
can
having
like
people like make their own.
Right,
With
instead-
like players that don't look anything like
exactly
them.
instead of having AI generated rookies, have real rookies who are like if they have a breakout
Right.
play one week, they go up in
Which
the draft
I'm sure if
stock.
they do have an NCAA football game, that could definitely be
Mhm.
coming, like for sure. Maybe not in this year's Madden, but maybe Madden 24.
Also for franchise, have historic draft classes. 2K has this as well. You can pick. I think it's up to 1960. You can pick any draft class up until 1960. Put it into the franchise. So like, when
wow.
was Troy in like
2001.
2001? Like you could draft Troy Polamalu and he would start at like a 79. Then you would just see him grow to be.
You would start at like a lower overall.
He would start at
That'd be
like
cool.
a rookie, and then
That'd be cool.
yeah.
I like that. Like in with 2K, I used to play NFL 2K5. I don't know if any of you guys have played. Before. That's before he was born. But their franchise mode was so sick, and if anybody played it, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. Every single week, it goes to a front desk, right, where they have ESPN reporters reporting on everything that happened throughout the week.
That's cool.
They would
That's
have
sick.
like the top 3 or top 5 plays of the week every time that would auto-generate like plays, and you could go in and watch them every
That's
single week.
sick.
They would talk about all the games. They would show
Imagine
screenshots.
that. Yeah, people submit top plays to you for the sub franchise. What if it just did it already? Just
Bro, that's
Dude,
because like that was so cool. Like people like that a lot. It's so much work to like get it off of people and keep track of all that stuff, but it's just like small things like that, like
Yep.
just small details that go such a long way.
Oh, for sure.
And the sad thing about it is, probably won't happen.
Probably not.
Probably won't happen.
I'll just remain hopeful for no reason. But all right, guys, we're gonna end this here. Let us know if they could add one thing to franchise. What should it be? If we get enough really good ones, maybe we'll react to all of your guys's.
Yeah.
Be passionate.
We'll make
down
our
there.
own game.
Let us know what you guys think. More Madden 23 news and reactions going to be coming really soon, so make sure you subscribe. Thank you for all the likes.
The overalls got leaked.
Oh, we're doing that next. See you in the next one.